Well, hello. Many years ago, I took the commercial written exam with the full expectation that I would be taking the training to earn my commercial license. After 2 years, the written exam expired and it just went by the wayside. So sometime last year, I went and took the written test again and passed it, but I still need to do the training. So I did take a couple of lessons to familiarize myself with the commercial maneuvers. So my goal this week is to share some of those experiences with you, and because it will take much more than the time I'd like to allot to a single episode, we'll share those over the next couple episodes. So today, the goal is to do a soft field departure and then learn about lazy eights. My CFI is Bob Schmelzer. Bob recently retired, I'd say 2 years ago, from United after 40 years and 38,000 hours flying all of their aircraft, most lately the 777 as he took trips to Shanghai. But what he does 5 days a week now is act as a CFI. I mean, this guy totally loves aviation, was formerly an FAA DPE, so he's the perfect guy to learn from, and he and I have not flown together all that much, so I asked him to go along with me and teach me some of those maneuvers. So with that, let's go flying.
Nose down so that you can stay in that ground effect cushion of air until you accelerate to your VX climb speed, 77 if there's an obstacle, or if not, accelerate toward VY, just like you would on a normal takeoff. But the objective on a soft field takeoff is to get the airplane in the air at the slowest possible speed. Get it out of the muck and mire.
The muck and mire, the M&M.
The muck and mire, yeah. You know those guys?
Yeah.
Muck and mire twins?
Yeah. Okay, now let's see. Now this is where I do my flow. So I've done both tanks. This is right. This go full. 50 is right. Now I come over to COM 1 normally. There. Then
I do that
earlier.
All the pros will switch to the tower when they approach the end of the runway. That's the way wherever you are.
So altitude, I've got an altitude that will keep me under the Bravo and to the northwest. I won't do anything with this.
Sounds
heading,
good.
I would normally do 161 to make sure I didn't take off from the wrong runway. All right, come up here. I have this, by the way. I'm going to turn that off because I can take off with air conditioning but not recirc. So
Does this go on in flight then?
If you wanted to.
Is it better? Is it beneficial?
At that point, I'm usually fine. But if someone wanted to be colder, I would do recirc, just like a car. It's just it reduces power, so you can't have it on takeoff.
Oh, okay. That's like the high, it
shuts thing and it goes.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So I have landing light to go. I'm at 22C. I don't worry about pitot heat. I've got a flight plan in there, even though we're not going there. Everything is green. I'm good. If you're good. Are you good? And I'm on both. One time I took off without it.
On
right?
both?
So now what's my flow check? Am I in both?
Yeah.
Second tower, Second City 338. Check it on for the visual 16.
How did that happen? How did you?
I thought I pulled it back.
120 at 5, runway 16, clear to land, verify you have information.
So another thing that's going to happen.
Second City 338.
Another thing that's going to happen on this soft field takeoff that you got to watch out for. When the nose comes up, 310 horsepower, a lot of P factor. So when the nose comes up off the runway, it's going to want to yaw to the left. So be prepared to continue to steer with your feet. Keep it tracking right down the center line as that nose comes up off the runway.
Okay. This will be interesting. All right. Come on. Executive Tower, Sirius 973, Sierra Delta, holding short of 16 at Lima, ready to go VFR northwest.
973 Sierra Delta, executive right turn northwestbound, runway 16, clear for takeoff, traffic, citation 4 out.
Clear for takeoff 16, right turn northwest, 3 Sierra Delta. Okay, landing light.
0 at 8, Second City 338, 02nd runway for departure.
Right, landing light, that's good, full mixture. So I got all my full back on the yoke.
You're trying to protect your nose wheel, get the prop and the nose wheel.
So I also would not stop.
Right, keep it rolling so you don't get stuck in the muck and mire.
Muck and mire.
Yep. So, as you're applying full power, and you're going to start to feel like the nose wants to jump up off the runway here. So just control. So get it off the ground just like this. Now hold it in a climb attitude, just like that, until it lifts off, and then ease the nose forward. Stay in the ground effect until you get a safe speed. So that's pretty easy, right?
Yeah.
I helped you a little bit because I wanted to make sure you didn't over-rotate there, but
yeah.
Now you got the idea. Next one you could do totally easy. That's one of the most challenging takeoffs to make for the commercial check ride. Look at all the traffic at O'Hare.
Yeah, well, all the traffic up here. Woo! Right.
So you're a north up guy?
I am a north up guy.
All right, well, let me demonstrate a lazy 8 for you.
You're fluttering?
So I'll take the airplane and we're going to clear the area. We're going to look left and turn left. Look below the wing. See if there's anybody there, and we're looking across the horizon. Just scanning across the horizon, checking the traffic display. Looking to the right, banking to the right. I see nobody in sight. Here I am, back on a south heading. We'll use 5,500 feet as a target, but I'm gonna move that altitude bug to something else because I don't want to hear altitude over and over. Because this maneuver, you're constantly going up and down, so I don't want to hear that distraction. So at a speed not greater than 130, we're level at 5,500 feet. We're gonna do this to the left. You're clear the class Bravo. So I'm gonna start the maneuver by gradually pitching up, and my power needs to be at about 43%, approximately. So 43% is 17 and a half manifold. So start there, approximately. We're going to pitch up and bank simultaneously. I'm scribing an arc on the horizon. Can you see that?
Yep.
With the longitudinal axis. Here I am about 45, coming up on 45 degrees into the turn, and my pitch is 20 or more. I'm gaining a lot of altitude here, about 500 feet. The nose, now I'm just letting that nose slice right through the horizon. There I am. Now the altimeter is going down. Just now, 30 degrees of bank. I see I have 500 feet, 400 feet to lose. That's how much money I got in the bank. Now I'm hanging on to most of my bank here, but now I'm reaching the point where the nose needs to start coming up. And I lost a little bit too much altitude. I spent too fast. I was like my wife. So now the nose is coming up through the horizon. Means I had just a little bit more power. Now I'm doing the other side of the bow tie on the figure 8. Raising the nose, increasing the bank. Raising the nose, increasing the bank. 45 degrees into this, I'm at maximum pitch, about 22 nose up, 20 degrees of bank. Now the nose starts coming down, and I'm letting the nose come down so it just slices right there through the horizon at 30 degrees of bank, and I'm just letting it continue down now. I'm making the bottom part of the figure 8. I got 500 feet to lose. I got a little more money in the bank this time, so I can let the nose go just a little bit lower as I get that nose down here. Now I'm starting to raise the nose as I come up through the horizon with wings just reaching zero bank, south heading, nose coming up, and there I am at about 5,500 feet. So I would just keep doing that. I'd go left and just making 8 after 8. So I needed a little bit more than 43%. Maybe I needed about 45, 46% power. So that was how much was that? 45% that's the first lazy 8 I've done in your airplane. That's about 17, just a little over 17 inches if you want. So, yeah. I'll bring back the power a little more to start here now, just so we don't get going too fast. All right, you want to try one?
Yeah, but you're going to talk me through it?
Yeah, certainly. So we'll start off, make another quick look for traffic, both sides. At a speed, your speed looks good. Just pump that power up to about 17 and a half inches.
Now?
Yeah, go ahead. Start the maneuver, 17 and a half. And then we're going to gradually pitch up and bank simultaneously.
Up to what bank?
Just try to visualize this bow tie.
Oh, okay.
I don't want you to think about bank angles here. There's only a couple we're going to look at. So you see how the longitudinal axis is making horizon?
Yeah.
So you want that pitch to be higher here because you're not putting a lot of money in the bank. Actually, you got quite a bit for. Now the nose should be slicing down right through the horizon or on that east heading. Now we're started downhill, and you got 500 bucks in the bank, altitude. So that means we can lower the nose a little further, making the bottom part of that bow tie. See, if I don't lower the nose some more, we're gonna end up high down here. Now at this point, the nose should be coming up to the horizon, so that it just passes through the horizon as we hit 5,500 feet.
But I keep the bank in?
No, the bank is coming out. Now it's going to start going the opposite way. See, we're making these concentric left-right 180-degree turns. Because the bow, visualize that bow tie laying on its side. Now we're on the left side of it, about to start the right turn. Okay, so here from this side, we're going to pitch up and gradually increase the bank. By pitching and banking simultaneously, that results in an arc being drawn across the horizon here. See, look how high I've got the nose here. So I'm just reaching the 45-degree head and the 45-degree point. The bank should be at about 20 degrees there, and just reaching 30 right now.
Okay.
That's exactly where I want it. Now the nose is slicing through the horizon and going downhill. I've got 600 feet to lose. So that tells me kind of how far below the horizon to let the nose go here. Now at this point, the nose should begin coming up to the horizon at a rate that allows that nose to just be reaching the horizon at the same time I reach a 180 heading, wings level, 5,500 feet, and I don't stop here, I just keep right on going until the examiner says, stop, enough, make it stop.
And I don't add power?
No, leave the power alone. That's the good thing about this maneuver. It's the one thing that doesn't change. Good, now you're letting the nose come down, slicing through the horizon right there on an east heading. At that point, the altimeter starts going down. Well, you got $600 to $700 in the bank. So get that nose down a good amount in a nice straight line across the horizon here. So see how the bank is starting to come out now?
Yeah. So
that you can just be reaching north with bank at 0. And 5,500 feet, nose comes up through the horizon. Okay, you're drawing are you starting to see that figure 8?
Yeah, no, I see it.
So if you can see the figure 8, the next step is to draw it with your flight control movements. Try one more without me this time.
All right, to the left?
No, go to the right. See, now the 8 is over here. None of the 8 is over here. Your 8 is over here on this side of the horizon. I'm just making sure we don't go into class Bravo. Good. Now from here, that nose, let it slice gradually coming down. Just let it just reach the horizon on that east heading, and your bank is perfect at 30. Look at that. Now let that nose continue to come down. Now we're doing the bottom part of the figure 8 here. Good, there's your minimum pitch. Now from here, the pitch starts coming up. Car starts coming up as the bank comes out, just reaching 0 bank. Look at that. That's like check right there. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Guys, I think you're getting it, right?
Yeah, I am. I just
yeah.
Executive Tower, Sierra Center 73, Sierra Delta 15 to the west northwest, landing with Lima.
Sirius 973 Sierra Delta, Executive Tower, make sure in for runway 16.
Straight in 16, 3 Sierra Delta.
3 Sierra Delta. Winds 110 at 5 if you want 12 or 6.
We can take 12.
Sirius 3 Sierra Delta, and change to runway 12. Straight in for runway 12.
Straight in for 12, 3 Sierra Delta.
There's the one guy that's north of you.
Yep, got him inside.
Sirius 3 Sierra Delta, number 2 to the field, number 1 to your runway. Traffic is also at 12 o'clock on an extended downwind Cessna. You have inside.
Affirmative.
Cessna 3 Sierra Delta, again, number 2 to the field, number 1 to your runway 12, clear to land.
Clear to land, 12, going to hangar 5. I got the guy in short final.
Yep, okay, good.
Cessna 8 Hotel, you see the commander passing off your right?
Traffic in sight for Cessna 8
Hotel, turn the base to follow him, and you're turning side of a Cessna on an 8-mile final, so don't take the base out too far.
Turning on base, Cessna 8 Hotel.
Falcon 48, Foxtrot Bravo traffic on a 4-mile finals. Commander, start your left-hand turn heading 040, 10.5 mile to departure in runway 16, clear for takeoff. No delay in the roll, please.
Okay, no delay, 040 left turn on the takeoff for 48 Fox Bravo.
Very nice.
Commander 4 Delta Pop, runway 16 clear to land traffic,
Thank
taking
you.
runway now.
That's all right.
Mike turbulence.
Traffic
You had to work on it.
Yeah.
Series 3 Sierra Delta, stay parking.
Hangar 5.
Series 3 Sierra Delta, turn left on Alpha and then Echo, hold short runway 24.
Left Alpha, left Echo, hold short 24, 3 Sierra Delta.
Oh, it was good. Yeah, I mean, you were having to work on it there, but you were working on it to keep it right over the center line. No drift. That was nice. You were perfectly lined up with the center line.
That's 03 Victor,
And
3,
touched down in a nice slow speed. Smooth touchdown. Held the nose off.
3 for 03 Victor, clear to land.
It'd be hard to improve. Let's put it that way.
Commercial rating or not, it's these type of flights that remind me of how important it is to fly with others, especially with the CFI. It's not only about learning a maneuver or two, but to remind us of the little things that we no longer do by the book or maybe have picked up a bad habit or two. And there's nothing wrong to be told you're doing something right. It actually feels pretty good. Did you ever notice even the elite in sports hire coaches to watch them and advise them? Golfers have hitting coaches. Basketball players have shooting coaches. We can all benefit by having an expert observe and keep us on the safe path. That is, of course, unless they ask me to change my display from north up. Thanks for flying with me today. We'll see you on next episode. Until then, blue skies and tailwinds.